Myself Ruby from BSc Physics Honors final year. My roll number is 57. Today we will discuss about orientational polarization and Langevin-Debye equation. Now, orientational polarization arises when there is a permanent dipole moment in the molecule such as H2O. Let us see how H2O molecule have a permanent dipole moment. Let us see. Here, as we know that the structure of H2O molecule is oxygen, hydrogen and hydrogen having charge positive and this having charge negative. Now, the bond between oxygen and hydrogen is tetrahedral, that is 106 degree. Now, this H2O molecule have positive and negative charge which do not coincide. Therefore, they have a not dipole moment in the absence of electric field. Now, as we know that due to dipole moment, water molecule have a tendency to reorient themselves in an applied electric field which give rise to an orientational polarization. Now, let us consider two charge, that is plus q and minus q, which is separated by a distance d. Then there will be a dipole moment in the system, so that the value of dipole moment, that is mu is equal to qd. Mu is equal to qd. This, let us consider this an equation V. Now, when we applied an electric field at an angle theta, then a force acting on the positive charge and negative charge. Due to this, electric field will in this direction is plus QE and in this direction is minus QE. Now, this angle theta is equal to this angle theta. Then the component of this force along this component is QE cos theta and along this component is QE sin theta. Similarly, this force acting on minus q charge having component in this direction, this angle is equal to this angle, and also we resolve this component. In this direction we get QE sin theta and in this direction is QE cos theta. Let us consider the direction of dipole is minus q to plus q. Now, as we can see here, the component of QE cos theta are acting in opposite direction, but they are at a same point, so they cancel out, they affect each other. Now, but the QE sin theta is acting in opposite direction at a different point, so there is a torque which is produced due to QE sin theta. Now, the value of torque, that is equal to force into distance. As we know that force is equal to QE and distance is equal to d, and so we consider the force value is QE sin theta, that is QE sin theta into d. Now, q into d, which is dipole moment, so this is mu e sin theta, this is our torque. Let us consider this is an equation 2. Now, the potential energy due to this dipole at an angle theta is equal to PE is equal to integration from pi by 2 to theta tau of theta d theta. This is an equation 3rd. Now, put the value of torque, that is mu e sin theta, we get pi from integration from limit pi by 2 to theta, that is mu e sin theta d theta. As we know that the integration of sin theta is minus cos of theta, so we get mu e is equal to minus cos theta from limit pi by 2 to theta. Now, after putting the limit, we get minus mu e cos theta, that is our potential energy. Let us consider this an equation 4. This is our potential energy, that is U. Now, according to Maxwell-Boltzmann statistic, the probability of finding the dipole at an angle theta is proportional to which is proportional to exponential minus internal potential energy by kBT. That is, now put the value of potential energy here, that is exponential minus plus, that is mu E cos theta by kBT. This is an equation 5th. Now similarly we can see that to find the probability of a dipole from angle theta to theta plus d theta, which is also proportional to an solid angle. So our solid angle is, that is our proportional to 2 pi sin theta d theta. Therefore let us this in probability, this is in probability of an dipole moment. So this in equation 6. Now to find the combined probability from angle theta to theta plus d theta, we get this result from equation 5th and 6th. Now by combination of equation 5th and 6th, we get probability of finding the dipole, which is equal to 2 pi E mu E cos theta by kBT into sin theta d theta. As we know that we consider that the direction of the dipole is minus q to plus q. Therefore there is a component, that is mu E cos theta, which is along an electric field. So let us that mu E cos theta is a component which along an electric field, Therefore now the dipole moment per unit volume is given by the component, by the multiplication of component along electric field into the probability of the particle divided by the total probability of the particle. Let us see, mu by V, dipole moment per unit volume, is equal to mu cos theta dot 2 pi E mu E cos theta kBT divided by into sin theta d theta divided by limit 0 to pi 2 pi E mu E cos theta by kBT into d theta. Here we taking the limit of theta, that is from 0 to pi, as we know. Now 2 pi and 2 pi is a constant term, so we can cancel each other. So 2 pi cancel. Now let us consider mu E by kBT, that is equal to A. Therefore mu is equal to A kBT by E. Now by solving this, by putting the value of mu E by kBT is equal to A and mu is equal to A kBT by E in equation 7th. Now we get 0 to pi kBT by E into A cos theta dot E A cos theta sin theta d theta divided by the total probability, that is 0 to pi e raised to power A cos theta into sin theta d theta. To solve this type of integral, let us consider A cos theta is equal to x. A cos theta is equal to x. Now by differentiating on both sides, we get minus A sin theta d theta is equal to dx, because the differentiation of cos theta is equal to minus sin theta. Now when we put the value of, consider this is equal to x, then the limit of the function will also change. That is, from the limit will be limit from plus a to minus a. Therefore the above equation, that is equation 8, becomes kBT by E limit plus a to minus a x e raised to power x minus dx by a plus a to minus a e raised to power x minus dx by a. Now a cancel. Now we get kBt by e plus a to minus a x e raised to power x dx divided by e raised to power x dx from plus a to minus a. Now by solving this type of integral, we use a permanent result from, as you know. Now the integration from plus a to minus a x e raised to power x dx is equal to x e raised to power x minus e raised to power x plus a to minus a. Now by putting this type of this integral value in equation, that is we get kT by e x e raised to power x minus e raised to power x from limit plus a to minus a divided by e raised to power x plus a to minus a. Now when we putting this limit, we get kBt by e minus a e raised to power minus a minus e raised to power minus a plus e raised to power a minus e raised to power minus a divided by minus sign e raised to power a minus e raised to power minus a. By solving this type of integral, we get this. Now as we know that the value of cos hyperbolic a hyperbolic function value, that is e raised to power minus a minus e raised to power minus a, that is cos hyperbolic a, and this is minus sine of hyperbolic a. So by putting this kBt by e, that is minus a cos hyperbolic a plus sine hyperbolic a, here this is a hyperbolic a divided by minus of sine hyperbolic a. Now this is kBt by e, now divided by sine hyperbolic a, then minus plus, that is a cot hyperbolic a plus minus 1. Now put value of a, that is mu e by kBt. Now kBt by e is equal to mu by a, therefore we get here, mu by a is equal to a cot hyperbolic a minus 1. Now divided by a, mu is equal to cot hyperbolic a minus 1 by a. Now we get this equation. This is a Langevin function. That is L of a. This is our Langevin function. Now the value of LA will depend on value of a. Now we can see here that mu by v is equal to mu of L of a. From here we can see that the value of Langevin function depend on a. Now if a much greater than 1, then we see that the L of a, that is Langevin function value, is equal to 1. Therefore mu by v, that is polarization, is equal to mu. Or second case, when a much less than 1, then the Langevin function L of a is equal to a by 3. Therefore their polarization is equal to mu a by 3. Now by using this, our polarization become mu into mu, by using this value, putting value of a, mu e kt dot 1 by 3, that is equal to 1 by 3 mu square e by kt. Now we know that, जैसे कि हम जानते know that polarization is equal to E into alpha, that is electric field, alpha is polarizability. So by comparing this by comparing this and this, we get E alpha is equal to 1 by 3 mu square E by KT. E cancel, and then the alpha is equal to 1 by 3 mu square E by KBT. Mu square E by KBT. This is our polarizability of dipole. Now if we want to find the total polarizability of a dipole, so as we know that the total polarizability of dipole is the sum of ionic and electronic polarization. That is, let alpha T is total polarizability and alpha naught is the sum of ionic and electronic polarization plus polarizability of dipole. Therefore alpha T is equal to alpha naught plus, as we find the value of alpha here, 1 by 3 mu square by KBT. 1 by 3 mu square by KBT. So this is total polarizability of a dipole, and this equation is also known as Langevin-Debye equation. Langevin-Debye equation. So there is a graph formed in this, that is here. This is a graph. Here is our Langevin function, that is from, this is 0.5 and this is from 1. Here is A, that is 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the graph is this. Here is 0 and this is A by 3.